All right, everyone, here we go with August 4th through the 10th, 2024. Wow. Let's shuffle for a pre-shuffle. I haven't shuffled yet for a pre-shuffle. Let's do it. Let's give the deck a shuffle here. I'll tell you it's a general reading. May or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. I know it's a weekly reading, but I'm not a fucking time lord, okay? This is a powerful week. We got new moon in Leo happening, which of course, you know, it's just new moon in Leo, Mercury going retrograde. There's all kinds of things going on underneath that as well, with the core energy and other things happening with Venus and astrology. I mean, it's just, there's a lot going on here all at once. We saw in the Friday reading that old deception, that old Seven of Swords that showed up right in my write-up. The card I specifically mentioned, that deception showed up. We'll see. We'll see. Deceptive communication seems to be the mainstay here. Let's find out. Come on, universe. Give me the soulmate cycle for the week of August 4th through the 10th, 2024. All right, here we go. We done shuffling? That's it. Look at that. Who's your fucking donkey? Come on. Why am I your second favorite? I just got done talking. It's Seven Swords crossed by the Eight of Wands. You gotta be fucking kidding. This is one of those pre-shuffles I am glad I didn't do in advance, because it's one of those ones where I don't even believe it. I don't. Seven Swords, deception. Crossed by the Eight of Wands is deceptive communication. And the Tower, yeah. That leads to some kind of change. Somebody wants to change something. What? Well, there's two cups. They want to balance out. I think somebody wants to change your opinion of them. Okay? Somebody wants to, they feel, in other words, the Two of Cups is like is a balance thing, right? It's a meeting of the minds. It's a contract. Somebody feels like your side, they're a little below your side. They want to bring themselves up. And what's the best way to do that? Well, it's to bullshit. Bullshit your way up. You're talking to somebody you think is higher up than you, right? Talking to a big CEO of a company, and you're just, you work in a warehouse somewhere. You're like, oh, I'm not on this person's level. You say, well, I got a side business that makes $3 million a year. There you go. It's a lie, but we puffed yourself right up to their level. Somebody here wants to change your opinion of them through communication. It's bullshit, right? Ah, there it is. Page of Swords, book ending. The Seven of Swords. It's exactly what we got in the Friday reading. Remember the final message on the Friday reading? It's exactly what we got. Somebody feels small. It's exactly what I just described. And we're looking at this in real time. I ain't seen this. I finished shuffling. We're just looking at it. Lovers. Yeah, it's a powerful connection. I'm just going. Yeah, it makes them feel good. Somebody doesn't want to lose you. Somebody's very anxious about that with the Nine of Swords. So they're going to lie, puff themselves up a little bit to try to come together with you and try to save face a little bit. Try not to show that they're this. Like I said at the end of the Friday reading, they're going to lie. They're going to say, I just figured out I had feelings for you. You know, kind of a thing. I just figured it out. I wasn't a pussy before. No, I wasn't a wussy little pain in the ass before. No. No, I didn't know then. Now I know. As soon as I figured out the feelings, I showed up. Right? I showed up. I haven't been holding on to this for a long time at all. Lie. Total lie. And that's exactly, again, not exactly, but I'm sort of exaggerating the energy, but all you have to do is catch my drift, right? Let's go. Let's pull a reading. All right. That was our pre-shuffle. Wow, that's amazing. I'm going to shit if the Seven of Swords comes back again. I am. I'm going to absolutely freak out. All right. Give me the soulmate cycle, universe. August 4th through the 10th, 2024. Really our first week in August here. Powerful energies going on. Lionsgate sometime during this week. Not that big a deal this year, I'm sorry to say. I'm going to pull on it. But Lionsgate this year is getting absorbed very quickly by the very powerful energies around. The core energy right now is doing some crazy shit, and we've talked about it. It's an energetic earthquake. We talked about it in a recent energetic weather update. And I mentioned on my overview reading, I didn't even mention Lionsgate this year in my monthly write-up. And Lionsgate always gets mentioned. It's because the portal is happening, but the energy is just getting absorbed very quickly. It's not rippling out the way it normally does. And that's, that's my take from most real energy readers will tell you the same fucking thing. It's not that big a deal. Although I know that's hurt. That's going to hurt tarot on YouTube because it's a big fucking draw, Lionsgate. But this year it gets absorbed quite a bit. It's not that it's not having an effect. It's just absorbed very quickly. You got to account for the core energies. You can't just take the astrology into as the end all be all. And the astrology is very powerful too. Anyway, let's go. Let me give it to me, universe. Overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table is the world. It's a brand new cycle. I just got done talking about the core energies, right? I said they're very powerful and they're absorbing the Lionsgate portal this year very quickly. It has a burst. It does its thing, right? And then it just gets absorbed. The ripple effect isn't allowed to happen because of the powerful energies this month. Very rare energies, which I wrote about in my fucking monthly write-up for the month, about the polarity changing, flip-flopping in a very random way, not very predictable at all. And what does the universe do? It throws me the most powerful card in the entire deck. Yeah, this is a whole different animal, August 2024. And this week is a whole different animal. What's fueling that? The Page of Cups. Somebody's showing up here. I'm still getting communication. Six of Pentacles, somebody coming to give. And it's a soul connection. It's because of the depth of the soul connection. They haven't figured a lot out. They're still in the shell, but they figured some out. Let's go. Our story, we're going to double animal deck this. I'm going to clarify with the little animal deck. All right. Story begins with Aries, right? And ends with Pisces. In position 1 and position 12. I'm not your astrologer. Pay attention to everything that falls on the table. We're just splitting a cycle into 12 pieces. There's text at the top of the description that explains why there's no timestamps here. Because you're all part of a cycle. About 9 out of the 12, whether it's in your fucking chart or not, should resonate with you in some way. It could just be one thing I say. You ready? All right, let's go. I'm ready. Biggest reading I do. I already pre-took my Advil. Where's our story begin? 5 of Swords. Of course. Yeah. Nonsense. It's a false victory energy. It's a sabotagey energy. Somebody here, right from the start, when we lie, right? Think about a relationship. This is a sabotage. Think our story is all about communication, right? It's all about it. You saw the pre-shuffle, deceptive communication. You meet somebody new. You go, just as an example, you meet somebody new. You go on a first date, and immediately you start lying. You lie about your name. You lie about where you live. You lie about your job. That relationship goes nowhere. You have no hope of ever going very far with that person, right? And the more lies you tell, the shorter that relationship is. Because it's pretty easy to find out you don't live in that town. Pretty easy to find out, that you don't drive that car. Pretty easy to find out you don't have any money. Pretty easy to find out all of it. It's not your hair. It's a fucking hair piece. I mean, you can't. What do you think of my long blonde locks? Yeah, your long blonde locks are great, but they're gonna fall off when you go back to the person's place to bang, aren't they? Right? They're not gonna stay on. Somebody's gonna want to pull those locks. At the end of the day, starting out on a lie, this communication here is self-sabotage. That's what the universe is saying. So somebody's planning something, probably false communication or communication rooted in some kind of deception, and it's setting the whole story off, doomed to fail, right? It's crossed by my Queen of Truth, right? You can't, there it is. Again, it's what I said. It's crossed by the Queen of Truth. The environmental energy is somebody is speaking what they claim is the truth, but it's not. We already know that the surface energy is deceptive communication. Environmental energy is open for, you got to start with the truth. The Queen of Swords, the energy around this demands you speak the truth, and somebody's not. It's sabotage you. What's on top? The Fool. We're starting off on the wrong foot. Okay? We starting off with deception. Should be starting with truth. Somebody's speaking deceptively, although it's the truth. Sometimes you get some readers that say this is somebody going around and taking swords from fallen soldiers and claiming the victory on that kind of thing. Yeah, it's false. It's wrong. They're going to get an award. If they get a medal, they're going to have it taken away eventually, someday. Right? That's what I just told you. You can't you can't go on a first date and just lie. You immediately doom the connection. Why's the Fool here? We're starting off on the wrong foot. 2 of Swords. Again, we got again, it's 2 Ace of Swords, 2 Swords of Truth. It's crossed. It can't go anywhere. We're starting out, we can't go anywhere, right? We're stuck. 2 swords crossing. right? The two lightsabers cross. I'm your father, right? Like that. At the end of the day, we can't go anywhere. Why? Because we're starting out on the wrong foot. We're speaking what we say is the truth, but it's not. It's very interesting. I want to make it clear because we're telling a story here. I'm taking a cycle, splitting it into 12 pieces. This is where the story begins. If the story of this connection begins with a lie, it can't go anywhere. There's nowhere for it to go other than a bad place. It's sabotaging. Position 2, Taurus. Look at that. You might recognize that queen from such motherfucking positions as this one right there. They're tied together. Somebody here this is communication. If you identify with position 2, Taurus, whatever, you shouldn't be going by the astrologer. I'm not your astrologer, but whatever. We'll put a label on it. All right? Somebody's coming to communicate. But this Queen of Swords instantly ties it to everything I said there. Okay? So, fine. Whoops. We need to shuffle. We need to clarify. I forgot. I'm getting so excited by this energy. I'm pissed. I don't like that. It's wrong. It's like something out of a sitcom where somebody just makes shit up. Where do you think that relationship is going? It's done. All right. Queen of Swords. Could even be a friendship. You can't start a friendship that way either. You can't. Queen of Swords. Why is it here in this context? It's the Emperor. Somebody wants to control the narrative. That's, again, the Queen of Swords ties us to here and what I said. We're starting off on the wrong foot. Somebody's speaking what they say is the truth, but it's lies. It's deceptive, and we can't go anywhere. We can try. We can go on the date, but it's going to get stuck in the mud. Okay? Why? Because this is just going to tell the story all the way through. Somebody's trying, at least the top row. The top row is going to be fused together here. I know it. Because somebody's trying to control the narrative. And they're controlling that narrative in a way that's very sabotaging. 5 of Swords. We even have a color match here with the gray background, the gray herringbone. Okay, what's on top? The star. It actually benefits you in some way. It allows you to see someone for who they really are. This is a be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. Some of you have tried to manifest a communication like this with this individual, whoever this is. It's going to show you something. Pay attention. All right? Remember that old saying. It applies out there in the real world. It applies in the soulmate cycle, whatever. If somebody shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Don't say, well, that's just, whatever. Yeah. No. They showed you who they are. Especially if they thought no one was looking. Right? Why's the star here? 6 of Cups. Yeah, this energy is returning. You asked for it, you got it. But this energy is trying to control the narrative. Make sure you spot that. You're getting this information from me, so you do. Okay? So how do you spot that? Am I telling you to be an asshole to this person? No, of course not. People lie all the time. I'm the human lie detector. I let them lie. It shows me something. Right? It's like that old line I always tell you from Rush Hour with Jackie Chan. He says, I like to let people talk. It lets me see how full of shit they are. Yeah, let them fucking talk. That's fine. Just question. Subtly question things that they're saying. That's all. That's all you got to do. You don't got to call people on their shit. It's fine. You're all right. In fact, it's better not to because then it escalates and they shut down. Let them keep going. Somebody here is trying to control the narrative. Give them that. Let them. All right? Always give people the power. I do it all the time. It's important. It saves you a whole lot of grief and a whole lot of headaches. Give them what's fine. Right? Okay. Gemini. Position 3. The King of Cups. Somebody's coming to tell you how they feel. It's that energy? Absolutely. Why is it a black swan, though? Black swan's kind of a oddball trait, isn't it? Most of them are white, right? But I'm drawn to very rarely am I drawn to this, but I'm drawn to the fact that it's a black swan. I think this person doesn't know how to respond to their feelings for you because you're very different from what they're used to. Okay? So I'm going to give this energy the benefit of the doubt of this deception. which is why I probably just told you or tried to teach you, let people have control. If somebody wants to control the narrative, let them. They will sink themselves 9 times out of 10. Right? All right, let's go. King of Cups. I don't think this person's ever experienced anything like you. King of Cups, King of Cups, King of Cups. Yeah, what did I say? Rewind. I said it's a black swan because you're very different. I don't think they know. They've never felt anything like this before. Right? Might as well be a red swan, for fuck's sake. It's caused by the 9 of Swords. The feelings for you cause them a lot of angst, a lot of anxiety. Keep them up at night. They can't figure it out. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Oh, why do I like the DF? They're assholes. They're weird looking. You know, no, it's not about that. These are deep feelings. But it's not like anything they've ever had before. And I believe that. I believe this energy's been very oppressed in his lifetime. I talk about that quite a bit. I get a very specific energy in position 3 here. What's on top? Look. Did you see what I just did? I didn't know. That's almost better than the 7 of Swords, than the Friday reading literally picking up in the pre-shuffle for this reading. Look at this. Yeah, I think they're very different for you too. I think for both of you, this is a very unique situation. Okay? I think the feelings you have for this person are very different, and I think the feelings they have for you are very different from what they're used to. And I think neither one of you knows what to do with it, but one is coming to definitely say something. One is coming out of the pond to talk to you. Why is the King of Cups here again? The 8 of Cups. Yep. Something they walked away from. It's something that they walked away from because it was different. Maybe you both did. I don't know. This, for example, if this energy is oppressed by a cultural thing, which I feel a lot, or a religious thing, or their family don't like you, that kind of thing, they had to walk away from it. But those feelings remained. And somebody here is ready to talk about those feelings. Okay? Someone who walked away is ready to talk about it. And it's taking them a great deal of bravery to do it. Okay? Great deal of bravery. And in fact, it took them a great deal of bravery just to walk away from you in the first place. Okay? Cool. I don't know that they're being completely honest with the feelings. I don't know if it's as self-sabotagey as where we started. But it is tied to the communication that's here. There might be nowhere to go with this person, but for different reasons than lies. Just, it might be cultural. It might be family related. It could be. I don't know. But we do end up, even with this communication, we do end up in a 2 of Swords position here. Okay? At a bit of a stalemate. All right? I'm just saying. And yep, I'm taking my time. And yep, I'm going slow. Because this is important energy. And again, it's not about the positions. It's not about what's in your chart. If you're like, well, I'm waiting for Scorpio. You shouldn't be. There's something here. There's not, every fucking position, there's probably something, one thing I say, that could benefit you even in the future. The tip I gave about dealing with people that want to run their mouth and control the narrative. It's a good piece of advice. All right? What's the potential here? What do we get? I say the potential because I can't predict free will, but I also say it because this is the hot spot of the connection cycle. This is the position I want to see. This is where I'm going to shit if it's 7 swords. It is not. It's not 7 swords. I took a peek. Position 4, Cancer, the hot spot. Bookending over here. It's the Page of Wands. Somebody wants some new adventures with you. Somebody wants to try to get a crack at you. And again, they're not going to be able to. They're being deceptive here. And this is an adolescent. This is a 12-year-old boy on like the witches, for example. What's the biggest liar in the world? A 12-year-old boy. Okay? Any boy between the age of 12 and 17, if they're talking, they're lying. Okay? End of story. Even old Judge Judy will tell you the same thing. She got lots of grandchildren. If they're talking, they're lying. Yeah, it's true. It's because the frontal lobe isn't developed. They don't make very good decisions. It's no big deal. It doesn't mean they're a bad person. It's just par for the course. Also, it comes with selfishness and self-preservation. Comes from the time when we lived in groups and we had to, fight for food and things like that, right? That's why siblings fight over the food at the table, right? It's like the fastest you could, the best fed sibling is the fastest eater, kind of a thing. Right here, Page of Wands. Somebody here wants a new beginning. It's communication, but it's communication that is filled with what we talked about over here. Why is the Page of Wands here? Why is the Page of Wands here? It's crossed by the Wheel of Fortune. It's spinning. There's communication coming. There's a good chance of it. I can't predict free will. I mean, I slipped that in here for a reason. because there's a strong indicator of communication here. But I can't predict free will. They might not. The wheel is just spinning. It's like on the game show. You don't know where it's going to stop. I think one side knows what they'd like to say to the other. But I'm not sure if they do or if they buy a vowel. I don't know. Let's see. What's on top? The Ten of Pentacles. Why is that here? Temperance. There's good intentions here. There is. This is truth. This is Archangel Michael. The truth will get you 10 Pentacles. Absolutely. But the wheel is spinning. There is a chance. It depends what happens. Some will speak the truth and some will sabotage it. Some will lie. I got to pull one more card out. Yeah. Just to prove I'm right. The Five of Cups. It's sadness, it's loss, it's disappointment. And some just won't because they can't. You know? So for some, this ends in 10 Pentacles. For others of you, it ends in disappointment. Five of Cups. You become a sad horse. Don't. Take it for what it's worth. Everything is Schrodinger's cat. I said the whole second half of this year in particular. I mean, everything's always Schrodinger's cat. But the second half of this year is a minefield of boxes with cats inside, fluctuating between dead and alive. There's a lot going on. Societal energies and, of course, soulmate cycle. Okay? So, all right. That's good. Fine. We'll take that. The top row is pretty much fused together here, with this one being a slight anomaly. Position 5, Leo. The Leo soap opera. We're not pissed at this person the other day. Weren't they pretending they were fine? Right? I'm great. Death card. Somebody is really... Did somebody... Well, it is Leo season, isn't it? I was about to say, it feels like a birthday energy. It feels like somebody's made some kind of birthday resolution that they're going to change things in the coming year. They're going to network more. They're going to be part of the scene more. They're going to be more open. Okay? Somebody's that. Something's changing in someone's life. Okay? But they keep shooting it down. Something's trying to change. It's like a resolution they won't keep. And I'm not saying it has to be their birthday. I know that's quite literal because it's Leo. But somebody here is just like, it's the Nine of Cups. And I had a card that fell on the floor. It flew out. Yeah. And it flew out in reverse. The Six of Swords reversed. Again, somebody keeps either making the wrong resolutions or rebooting the wrong things. Somebody's not coming towards you because they're trying to pretend that they're happy. They're trying to say that they're content, but they're not. Underneath, in the soul, 5D, big death card. They're not happy. Their life is picked clean, but they're not moving forward because they just keep trying to say that everything's fine, everything's good, everything's terrific. Why is the Six of Swords reversed? Yeah, it's stopped. It's my deer in the headlights energy. It's my stopped energy of the Knight of Pentacles, right? Eventually they'll figure it out. Right now, at this part, especially with the Leo new moon energy probably kicking in, somebody's just stopped. Somebody's going to have to, at some point, stop being the great pretender. At some point. Some of them already have. The ones that are remaining are the real stubborn ones. The ones that are still there. The ones that haven't moved on from the toxin in the Leo soap opera. The ones that are still there are the super stubborn ones. Okay? Which I suspect are the ones that have been the most coddled in their life. The ones who have been told how special they are. Right? Yeah. We're all special. We only run into psychological problems when you start over-telling a child, for example, that they're special. Mommy and daddy's little prince or princess. They can do nothing wrong. Everybody figures out, everybody's got a dharma. Everybody's got a purpose for being here. The trick is to let people find it. You can't keep telling people how good they are. You can't, I mean, you can't do it. You got to let people figure it out for themselves. This person here, this energy here was never given that chance. All right, Virgo, position 6. Oh, I had somebody here, I wrote it down. Making moves. Somebody making moves towards you. Big plans. 5 of Cups. The one of the cards that ends the separation phase of the soulmate cycle. Somebody can't take it anymore. You're making somebody feel. Somebody feels bad. Somebody feels, or somebody suffered a loss and they need some comfort. Or I get a kind of horniness off of this a little bit. I mean, I'm just saying it's there. The 3 cups down are, what's that line from the Green Day song, right? Longview or whatever it is, when masturbation's lost its fun. That kind of thing. It's a little of that. You might want to listen to that song. I sit around and watch the tube for an hour or two, right? But nothing's on. Yeah. No one's calling on the phone, right? His mother says to get a job, but she don't like the one she's got. All that kind of stuff. Yeah. I mean, it's a little, somebody here, I don't know who this is, but they coming your way. Lucky you. It's crossed by the 4 of Wands. This is a person who, for a good number of you, is unhappy in their marriage or unhappy with their direction of life, and you look like you might be the cure. Okay? They don't have to be married. I'm just using it as an example. Okay? All right. What's on top? Yep. The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. It's been a long time building. A long time coming. Grandma on the freeway at 15 miles an hour. Somebody who's wants the prize. I don't know. Wants the prize. I don't know. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Yeah, the lovers. The love geese coming together. I like the picture. Yeah, we got the love geese here, but I'm thinking more of the Witch's Tarot, where it's the 2 people making out over Archangel Raphael. Yeah, it's a bit of that. It's what I said. Okay? I mean, this is a very Longview person. Okay? And when I say Longview, I mean the town of Longview, which the song Longview is named after, by Green Day. Okay? I still got it ringing in my head right now. I can't get rid of it. Okay. All right. Do what you want here. All right? But don't you be somebody's pick-me-up. But then again, do what you want. All right? As long as you know why you're doing it, it's fine. But I think they're going to make a move. All right? The love geese are in the air. Position 7, Libra. 10 of Wands. This is one of those things where somebody comes at you with communication, because we have communication coming. I'm picking up on it all over the place. We saw it. It's very deceptive. We saw it in the pre-shuffle. But this is one of those energies where somebody comes at you, and you almost, with what they say to you, they're dumping a burden on you, and you dump it back. I would suggest you dump it back by saying, that sounds like your problem, not mine. Right? It's a bit of that. Okay. Let's see where we go here with this 10 of Wands. Somebody's dumping a burden on you. I'm not sure what that is. I don't remember what you had on Friday. I think they're coming to ask you out. You might say yes. I get it. It's crossed by, but then there's some kind of problem that stems from it. It's crossed by the 9 of Wands. 9's at the end in tarot. I got 9 Wands crossing 10 Wands. Okay? So somebody here it's sort of like somebody going, I'm just going to do it. That kind of thing. And it ties to this energy over here. Again, I get someone, in the song Longview by Green Day, that person's depressed. Okay? They're fucking sitting around, not doing anything. Lazy ass, fucking whatever. Even masturbation's not fun anymore. You know, it's like, it's a bit of that. This is gloomy. This is gloomy, and this is their problem, not yours. Keep that in mind. Okay? God. What's on top? The 5 of Swords. Yeah, again, it ties to this 5 of Swords. It can't go anywhere. It can't. When it's like this, you might even go out with this person, because I felt that energy in the Friday reading, something about somebody asking you out. I don't remember what card it was, but it felt like it maybe was a happy card. Was it? I don't know. You'd know. I don't know. Anyway, my point is, it feels like in the initial, hey, you want to go out, it's fine. You're like, you get excited about it. And you might even end up banging this person, but when you do, at some point during the evening, you realize this isn't going anywhere, right? It's depressing. There's something depressing about this individual. Why is the 5 of Swords here? Yeah, what did I say? Rewind. I got the sad rose. I got the sad rose. I got 9 Wands going to 10 Wands. It's all very somber. It's all very somber here. And my eye keeps getting drawn to this sad horse. This person here, it's just, you'd be best to sit this one out. You do what you want with it. You could say yes if you want to, but if you get a vibe, if somebody comes up to you and wants to hang out, asks you out or something like that, which they might, and you get a vibe that, oh, this is just, I don't know, kind of a thing. Listen to your instincts here, okay? I would, all right? Okay. They're just shooting themselves. And what this person needs to realize is they're just shooting themselves in the foot by being this way. Nobody wants to hang out with that. Nobody wants it. All right? Unless you're super, super hot on the hot versus pain in the ass scale where you weigh it, right? This person would need to be, I mean, super, like Christy Brinkley at her prime. Or even now, she still look good. But either way, you know, I mean, we're talking, it would have to be, they'd have to be super hot to even bother. If not, I would sit this one out, okay? Speaking of hot, my hot Scorpios, most likely to watch in a bikini. What do we get here? Position 8. Four of Swords. Oh, God. Nobody taking action. Nobody doing anything towards you. I don't get it. It's just a void. It's a void energy. Sometimes the Four of Swords is healing. Sometimes the Four of Swords is shutting down the brain, activating the third eye. Sometimes it's a void. It's sort of like deep sleep, the way it's coming across. Why? Why is the Four of Swords here? This should be a quick one, I guess. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to harp on it too long. Well, it's the Hermit. It's a hermiting energy. There's some sort of healing for you. It's a week for you to take a rest. Rest your head, shut it down, get some rest. Do some meditating, go within, do some inner work, whatever it is. You have the potential to heal on a massive level this week. Okay? That's what I get. What's on top? The Queen of Swords. Yep. Start looking at your truths. Figure out what's true to you. Okay? What is it? Who is it? What are you looking for? What do you want? Where are you going? Why is the Queen of Swords here? The Hierophant. What did I say? I can't make this shit up. Spiritual. Right? This right here, if you identify with position 8, never mind fucking Scorpio. It's Scorpio energy. It means it's very deep emotionally. But you don't have to be a Scorpio to identify with this. If it resonates, it's for you. I'm not your fucking astrologer. And I have to keep saying that because it's like people don't listen. It's like I say it and the words go right through. They dissipate out. Okay? At the end of the day here, there is potential for a good number of you watching. I can tell you, this is a powerful card for some massive healing, but you got to go within. Spend this week meditating. Take advantage of the energy that's around this week. And though the Lionsgate portal is brief, it gets absorbed very quickly, like I told you. You can take advantage of that energy and get a real blast of healing here. Okay? You can. So make sure you're meditating on top of the Lionsgate portal. Okay? So sometime around the 7th through the 9th, get yourself, just fucking meditate. I don't even care if you don't watch my readings for those 3 days. Come back on the 10th and watch the readings. I don't care. I'd rather you were meditating. All right? There's a potential there for some great healing for you and to figure out some serious shit that really, really matters to you. Pay attention as well, especially if you identify with this, to my thank you reading I did recently. Okay? August 2024 thank you reading. Go watch that. Okay? All right. Sagittarius. Here we go. Position 9. Sometimes separate from the cycle. Sometimes part of it. Page of Pentacles. Oh, man. You are learning all sorts of things. It's communication. Why are people so nervous to talk to you? Your energy attached to this. You're the student. But other people, they're nervous to talk to you. Why? Are you a big deal? What's the deal with Sagittarius here? What's the deal? I don't know. It's very strange. Okay, let's find out. I got my little fawn here is weak in the knees. Well, I did have you, I wrote it down, you showing up in the Friday reading as the Queen of Pentacles, because I remember it was this whole row that was connecting, right? And I said, put your hearing antlers on, right? Well, this is somebody coming towards you. You learn when you put your listening antlers on, right? But somebody here, this is somebody coming towards you. In the animal deck, this is the fawn that's up against, suckling, shall we say, the Queen of Pentacles. So again, this is tied to that Friday reading. It's important. So let's talk about these energies coming towards you, because this is communication. People are very nervous about it. You're making people nervous in this current energy. Why? I wonder. I don't know. Let's find out, shall we? Let's see. What's going on? Oh, okay. Well, because Ten of Cups, it's a bit of environmental energy as the Ten of Cups around them coming in. I think, it's like I say, are you a big, people are, look, you might be nobody. I don't care. You might be, Steve, first of all, nobody is nobody. Everybody's equal. So I don't care what you do. I don't care if you're the garbage man or the CEO of a corporation. You're somebody. But I'm just going to phrase it this way, okay? It's like you're some kind of high-powered influencer or celebrity or something like that. The way people are seeing you, it's like they can't believe you responded back. They can't believe that that they actually are getting to meet you or something like that, right? I have no idea. I'm not saying you don't want to take me literally, okay? I'm not saying that. But I'm saying it's almost like it's some sort of treat to talk to you, and it's making them nervous. There is communication here, but people are very nervous, which I might add, be very careful, because that's also a breeding ground for people to lie, because they don't want to appear small, right? And we talked about that in the Friday reading. These incoming energies feel small. They're going to lie so that they don't appear small. So keep that in mind as well. All right, here we go. Ten of Wands. Yeah, it's a burden. It's hard for them. This reminds me of a friend of mine. He took a piece of advice I gave him a long time ago and just sort of went in the wrong direction with it, went batshit crazy with it, right? He's a big Hollywood fan. He's big into celebrities and stuff like that and all that, studies them, watches all the gossip TV shows and all that kind of crap. And I gave him a tip. I said, when you meet one, if you run into one, try not to act like a fan. Try to put yourself on their level a little bit and not be so batshit crazy, right? Then you got a chance maybe of becoming friends even with them. Well, you go a little bit crazy with that, okay? Just a little bit, to a point where he pretends he's never heard of them, which is not what I said. They don't like it when you've never heard of them. That their whole career is marketing and trying to put themselves out there as a brand. When you've never heard to them, it reads to them as I failed in my marketing. That's not what I said, but that's what he does. It's a bit of this here. It's somebody who's going to go a bit, I'm just using it as an example. Someone's going to go a bit overboard, okay? A wee bit overboard in their communication with you to try to puff themselves up a little bit. I assure you, metaphorically speaking, they've heard of you. You're a big deal to this person, whoever it is that's communicating. But everybody's going to kind of feel that way. They feel like it's hard for them to be themselves around you. It probably has to do with the surrounding energies and the way your output energy is interacting with them. So if you see this, no matter what sign you are, again, I'm not your astrologer, if you see this happening, if it seems like people are nervous to talk to you, just let that energy flow. There's nothing you can do about it. Just try to relax the energy, okay? That's all. But yeah, this is overkill, is what it is. Why is the Ten of Wands here? The Four of Swords. Yeah, again. Somebody's going to pretend that you don't matter, but you do matter. It's exactly what I said, all right? It's exactly what I said. It's overkill. Somebody's going to pretend that you're no big deal. It's no big deal to talk to you. This energy has a lot of feelings for you. In some capacity, they dream about you. I'm not saying you're a celebrity, but I am saying that it sort of reads that way. Somebody dreaming about you, fantasizing about you, wanting to know about you, that kind of thing. They're going to pretend you're no big deal, when in reality you are. And they're going to do it with a whole lot of overkill. Okay? All right. All right. It's going to seem like communication with whoever this isn't important as well. It's meaningless, but it is. It's very important. And in fact, I just accidentally knocked this off the top of the witches, and I'm going to throw it. It's right there. It's a tower. It's a big deal. Okay? So it's game-changing communication. It teaches you something about who you are. It shows you what your output energy is. And I'm harping on this because I think it's for a lot of you. Capricorn, position 10. I never heard of you. You're right? Okay, fine. 10 of Cups. Well, everything I said here flows over here. I had 10 cups crossing, same card, right? It's right here. So some of what I said here applies here. Okay? I think somebody's overthought something here. Why? Why have they overthought something here? Somebody's trying to get one up on you. I know it's a strange read on 10 cups, but it's there. I got to pull some of this energy over. Somebody's trying to get one up on you, right? About something that you got one up on them on. In other words, you could look at it as you won the argument. It was a long time ago, and now they're coming back with a new argument and re-bringing up the argument thinking they can win. How's that tie to this? Well, it ties to this by somebody putting somebody on their level, right? Somebody lying to come up on a level. It's the same kind of thing. It's a surprise to you that Tower ties here. Why is the Ten of Cups here? Man, these readings are getting deep. King of Swords. It's what I said, right? Somebody coming. Sometimes we say this is the King of Truth. It's the King of Action. He's very righteous. But sometimes it's the King of fucking Vengeance. Somebody is showing up with a fucking vengeance. Steely-eyed. I'm going to win this time. Oh, I figured something out. Somebody. I think they're dreaming a little bit. Somebody wants to be satisfied. But it's very one-sided. It's very one-sided satisfaction. The Ten of Cups can be very selfish. It can be. In this context, it kind of is when paired with these energies. What's on top? You have the Three of Cups. Somebody here, again, wants to win. It's a celebration energy. They're going to communicate. They're going to enlighten you about something. Very steely-eyed. They want to win. They want something. And they're going to celebrate if they do, I bet. Why is Three Cups here? Yeah, the Knight of Wands. Very immature energy. This is an old argument or something. This is something that's been settled for a while. Just fucking ignore them. They come in. Let them talk. It's what I told you over here. Let them. Just if somebody wants to control the narrative, let them. Right? Because they'll be gone as fast as they came in. And then you just scratch your head and go, whatever. If it means that much to you to be right or to get one up on me, that's fine. Sounds like you, again, right here. Sounds like your problem, not mine. Sounds like their problem, not mine. You know, whatever. Just let them, they'll go out as fast as they come in. Just whatever. Do not engage here. Okay? Just don't. Let them have it. Well, whatever. Be the bigger energy. This is emotionally immature bullshit. It's wanting to win always is anyway, right? All right, position 11, Aquarius. Sometimes my wild card position, sometimes you guys. You were the Magician. I wrote it down. Where is it? Yeah, the Magician. Eight of Cups. Again, it's what I said yesterday. You've changed. Prepare for people to start leaving your life. Some people are leaving your life right now. This is you guys showing up here, but it's the energies attached to you. You're going to lose a few. You're going to lose a few acquaintances, a few friends, because you've changed. Your energy is changing. You're growing. You're moving into a new circle, right? You're mixing in new circles. Sometimes people wash away. It's one of those phases in your life where circle of friends dissipates as a new circle forms. I've seen it happen in my life several times. The first circle of friends I had when I first got to California when I was 19, okay, I've only got one person left from that circle, that very first circle, all those years ago. One person. And he a comedian that lives over in Italy now, right? He lived way over in Rome. So we only talk every once in a while. At the end of the day, you know, he was here then. But at the end of the day, you know, circles of friends, we flow through them. I'm just using it as an example. And they tend to bleed into one another, and sometimes some from others, and they intermix. And that's what's happening now. You're at a phase where a circle, some kind of circle is disappearing, and you're bleeding into a new era, a new cycle. You're the Magician. A new journey, right? It's fine. Let it happen. Don't try to control the narrative. Don't you try to pay attention to what I said here. Let it happen. It's a big energy, and I talked about this in my write-up, right? In my August write-up, I said, just let the energy flow. Just keep opening presents, was the analogy I gave. Okay? Sometimes they're bad ones. Oh, that circle of friends is going away. Sometimes you see why that had to happen. Oh, this new circle of friends is awesome, right? The superficial, the Queen of Wands, superficial, is going away from your life. What's no longer necessary is going away. Okay? What's on top? The Three of Wands. So that you have a new... Look, I can't make this stuff up. I don't know why I'm your second favorite. But honest to God, look, everything I said about this is getting proved. Superficial, right? Queen of Wands, my debutante card, my socialite card, going away, right? Three of Wands, so that the new can come in. So that you have right, as soon as these go away, we have cycles bleed in circle, like using circles of friends as an example. They tend to bleed into one another. It's like soulmate cycles too. I say it's like the Olympic rings, they overlap, right? There's no real defined end or beginning. There's just this point where one was no more, right? Kind of a thing. Well, that's what the Three of Wands is saying here. Why is the Three of Wands here? New love, new friends, new circles. Come on, I can't make this stuff up. It's right there. Very accurate read. Okay? So just let it happen. Don't try to fight it and hold on. No, wait. No, let them go. You're the magician. You've changed. There's transformation happening in your life. Let the old, out with the old, in with the new. That should be your mantra. Okay? Allow it to happen. These new horizons are fantastic. The superficial is melting away. So you'll lose some friends. Some people will leave your life. Circumstances may change for you. Some of you might even lose a job here. It's okay. Try to take, and I never advise this, but I'm going to right now, try to take the optimistic approach. The optimist will make the best of a situation, of whatever comes their way. Do that. Trust me, it's for a good cause here with the Three of Wands leading to the Ace of Cups. That's fantastic. All right? It's just the superficial that's going away. So don't worry about it. All right. Pisces, position 12. Always red with position 1 and position 5. You're entering a cycle of this. The moon. As yet unknown. What does that mean? I'm just being honest with you. Sometimes when I pull the moon, it's a sucker punch. I think something's going to happen and you're not going to see it coming. There's a reason that I knocked this off the witch's deck and it fell on the floor and I picked it up. I may have thrown it there, but it's reverberating through this. Okay? Yep. It might be a little shocking that people are leaving your life. Where are they? You know, I mentioned that first circle of friends from way back when I was 19, my first circle out here in California. I will tell you, I don't even remember the moment where they were no longer part of the circle. I remember going to some parties and doing some stuff and hanging out with a certain crowd. We were doing different things, going to different places, you know, and then we weren't. And then there was new people around me. There were other people, right? And we were doing things and that circle dissipated at some point. It's a bit of that. It's a bit of what's happening right now. And that's where this moon comes in here. I think something happens that you just don't see it coming. I think somebody, I don't know, shows up maybe? I have no idea. Let's find out. The moon. Definitely don't let the uncertainty turn you around. Don't fear the unknown here. I'm not afraid of this. It is just a dark energy. I can't see in it. And I don't have a flashlight. So let's see. Why's the moon here? Let's see if we can put some light on it. Nope, we're not going to. It's crossed by the Seven of Pentacles. Okay? In due time, something's going to reveal itself to you. All right? When the energy's right, you'll see what you need to see. The universe is withholding something from you. If you identify with position 12, or if you're one of my two fish, whatever it is, you're being saved for something. Something's being withheld for a reason here. Okay? Hidden for a reason. But it's hidden in plain sight. That's what's weird. What's on top? The Nine of Wands. Again, it's hidden in plain sight. Look at the wall. There's nines of the end in tarot. There's not much left of that wall. You should be able to see it. But you can't yet. But you should be able to. Why is the Nine of Wands here? The Ten of Cups. I'm going to go out on a limb and just read what this is, because I know it's paired with this and this. And I do have some communication here. By default, this goes over here. I think the universe wants to, well, spring it on you. Wants it to come out of the shadows so that you don't put too much fantasy on a communication that's about to happen. Okay? Doesn't want you to do that. Because that might create a problem, might create a burden. I don't know why. It just seems to be blocking something so that you don't really think about it or dwell on it or put any kind of fantasy on it. All right? Or prejudge it. There's a big energy here in August about not prejudging. The universe is very clear on that in this month. And I wrote that in my write-up for August. I'm going to take the tower back and put it back in where it was in the witches, just so everybody knows. So about not prejudging things. It's important. We see it right here at the end of our story. Don't prejudge. Don't even prejudge this bullshit communication that leaves you at a stalemate with somebody. Okay? Don't even prejudge that. You don't know. It could lead to something. It might not. If you're clever and creative, right? Who knows? But for some reason, something's being, you can see it here with the wall, something's being blocked even from me. because maybe it's better if you just don't know it's coming. It's sort of like that energy of just ripping off a Band-Aid, right? If you go real slow, it's like, oh, it hurts. You can see the glue coming undone off the skin. Sometimes it's better just to rip the Band-Aid off, right? That's this type of energy. It's the easiest way I can explain it. All right? So I can't tell you what's here. I can tell you I think it's communication. All right? I do. And I think it works out good. I think it works out okay in the end. We'll see. Let's have the universe add all this up, this included. Add it up with 3 cards and a bottom card. Pay attention to what I said here. This is for a good number of you. You showed up in my reading right here in position 11. This happens all the time in life. It's fine. Especially when you become the magician. All right? That's, the car is packed at that point. You're moving into a new phase. All right? I'm not going to say, I hate saying you have all the tools you need. I'd rather say the car is packed. You got everything you need. You're ready to roll. Full tank of gas, hop in. Sometimes you just got to roll with it. All right, let's go. But yeah, you will start to see some energy slipping away, but they're just the superficial ones. Why? Because you're the fucking Queen of Pentacles. That's why. That's your energy attached to that here in my reading. You often reflect as Empress or Queen of Pentacles for me as part of this soulmate cycle. This is you in an ideal position. You're sitting pretty. He or she got everything she needs or he needs or whatever. 3 cards. Yeah, forward movement, 8 of Wands. We knew it would show up eventually, right? Wheel of Fortune. What's red with the 8 of Wands? The Ace of Wands. Yeah. This is 1 wand. This is 8 wands. These 2 are red together. They make this one pop off as multiple. Okay? So you're about to pop off multiple times. How about that? Well, you kind of are, in a way. Something about this week is because you showed up here, this is a message for you. It's not even about the incoming energies, although they do see you as not coming toward them, so they figure they better do something. But the stronger energy that's here, the primary energy, is about things changing for you. It's talking about what I talked about here for you, where you showed up in this reading here in position 11. Never mind Aquarius, never mind any of that. You're the fucking magician. You're transforming. Something is transforming. You're moving forward. And there is one specific, there's many opportunities coming your way, many communications, but one very specific one. I think this ties a lot to the thank you reading I did. It may, in part, but there's someone here or something that either you wanted to hear from and you hear from it, or you didn't know you wanted to hear from it and you're glad you did in the end. I think it might have a lot to do with the deceptive communication. A lot of times in life we don't get to see people for who they really are. I think this is an energy where you might get to, and it changes your view on yourself. It's not just about them, on yourself. It flips it. It allows you to see yourself in the mirror. It's not just me saying you're the Queen of Pentacles. That's what you see when you look in the mirror and you realize it, right? That's your reading. Let's see what's under that Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, 10 swords. Out with the old. What's underneath that? And into some new directions, the 2 of wands. I took a chance. I just want to make sure I'm right. I am. Okay? That wheel changes everything. This is a month that turns that wheel pretty good for you. Okay? Yeah. There's a lot here. I would watch this reading a couple of times. There's a lot to take in. We got some big readings coming up as we go through this month. I will tell you. Be sure, of all months, please be sure and read my August write-up in the blog if you haven't already. I know about 30,000 people have from the stats, but please read it if you haven't yet, all right? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Good luck.